Hello everyone, welcome back to my little English page. Today is vocabulary day. We are going to play several games. We have 3 that hopefully will help you memorize more vocabulary. And today's topic is going to be all about the world of work. So this is quite exciting. Hi, hey, hello, Sheriff. I see we have a few students already here, so that's fantastic. Wonderful. So, like I said, today it's going to be focused on vocabulary about the world of work. I'm going to use some words that you already know, but hopefully I will also teach you some new words, again, related to the world of work. So we're gonna jump right into it, and we're going to start with our first activity. I'm going to write some words on the board, but the letters are scrambled up. So your job is to find what the real word is. Are you ready? Now, be very careful. Those words we are going to use them again throughout the lesson. So when I do give you the definition, pay attention and try to memorize it as much as possible because it will help you out for the rest of the lesson. Okay, so let's start. Like I said, I'm going to write a few words. The letters are scrambled up. You need to unscramble it. So this would be our first word. Some of them look like they could be real words, but they're not. So while I write those down, guys, you can start thinking about what those words could be. I see, Sheriff, you might already have one. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go to 9 words to start with. Okay, 9 words. Okay. Now, the next one, guys, is actually composed of 2 words. I've done a lesson on that when I covered... Oh, I can't tell you, otherwise you might know the first word. But it is something that I have covered fairly recently, I think within the month. So, it's 2 words. This one. Then moitapnant. Again, guys, remember those words do not exist. Laces, and the last one is okay, guys, so let's have a look at those words. They're all related to the main topic, which is the world of work, but the letters have been scrambled up, so we need to unscramble those words. Now, I see, Sheriff, you already have a few, so good. You got meeting, which is this one. Very good. So let's write it underneath. Meeting. Okay, very good. What else do you have? You have director. Where is it? Director, right here. Should have left a bit more space between words. I didn't plan that very well. I should have left more space. Then we have budget. That's a great one. It is right here. Budget. Okay? Then depart. No. So remember, this one is 2 different words, Sheriff. There are 2 different words. Guys, I see we have a few more students online. Please feel free to join us for this activity. We are trying to unscramble the words to find out what they are. And they are all related to the topic, the world of work. Okay. Let me give you a hint for the very first one. Here. This is the place where you go to work, usually. Most people work in one of those. So what could that be? Where people work. Where people work. What could it be, guys? Any idea? Where do you go to work? You go to a specific place. It's usually in a building. And then you go inside and you go to your own. No? No clue? Okay, I'll give it for you. I'll give it to you guys. Office. Office. Okay, your office. This is where you work. Okay? This one is quite difficult, so we'll keep it for a little bit later. For this one, I'm going to help you and tell you that the first word is a color. So that should help you. It was part of my lesson on color idioms. So if you haven't watched that video yet, you should go watch it. Okay, so, hello. Hello, N. Barco. Nice to see you. So what is this word, guys? It's 2 words, actually. The first one is a color. Come on, you can do it. Are we receiving messages right now, guys? Hello, Koke. Yes, Mark K, very good. It is red tape. Don't worry, guys. We'll have a look at the definition of all of those words before we move on. So very good. Red tape. Perfect. Lovely. Let's move on to the next one. Oh, I think I might have forgotten a letter in there. Yes, I forgot a letter. Let me add it. That's why that one's more difficult. Okay, this one does not have to be related to work. It could be, for example, related to the doctor. When you need to go to the doctor, you need to make what do you make? When you have to see somebody, you call them beforehand, you make So if you heard, I say you make so that means the first letter is going to be a vowel. You don't make a call. Well, you do call, but yes, Sheriff, you make an appointment. You make an appointment. An appointment. Very good. Awesome, guys. Next one. Okay, this one could have 2 meanings. One is related to discounts, a period of time with discounts. The other one is just related to the act of selling. So I'm kind of giving it away, but it's easy. What is this one? Yes, very good, Sheriff. It is sales. Sales. Perfect. So we have 2 left. 2? That's weird. We have this one and that one. Okay, some companies need to order things online, and when they receive it, they receive something by post, but it's usually not a letter. What do you call a big object or a box that is sent through the post? What is this called? So the word I've chosen to use is fairly British. Americans would use a different word, but what is this one? What could it be? I'll give you a little second to think. Yes, Sheriff, you're on fire today. It is a parcel. Okay, good job. So in the US, they would say a package. So you're similar, Embarco. Package. Oh, you send a package through the post. Okay? So we have one left, which is this one. This is a little bit more challenging. So you know what the word bill is, right? The bill. You go to the restaurant, you order food, you get the bill. Now, if you are a company selling products or services, and for example, another company buys something from you, you need to give them a bill. But it's not going to be called a bill. It says everything that has been purchased and sorry, and the price as well, the detailed price. Okay, so Sheriff, it's not invoice, it's invoice. An invoice. An invoice. Okay, good job. Well done. So let's have sorry, I have something under my table. Let's have a quick review of the meaning of each of those words before we move on to the next activity. Okay, the office is the place where you work most of the time for most types of jobs. A meeting, when you have to sit down and talk to someone about a specific topic. It's quite common at work. You have to have a lot of meetings. Then we have the director, usually the person in charge, The invoice, similar to a bill, let's put it that way. Then we have a budget. What is the budget? A budget is when you have a specific amount of money dedicated for something specific, usually a restricted period of time. So you might need to have a budget for food every month, because otherwise you go to the supermarket and you just buy everything. You can't do that. You need to know how much money you can spend for specific things. So that is your budget, okay? Why not your grocery budget? Of course. Okay, let's continue. Red tape. Red tape, so if you haven't watched the lesson yet, I'm going to give you the answer, but you should definitely go watch that lesson on color idioms. Red tape refers to all of the unnecessary procedures that you have to go through. So at work, usually you have a lot of paperwork. Paperwork is very often referred to as red tape, okay? Then an appointment is when you organize a meeting, when you make an appointment, you decide that you need to talk to someone. For example, the doctor, you make an appointment, you organize a meeting. And then we had sales, the action of selling, or reductions. Discounts. Why did I say reductions? Discounts during a specific period of time. That is also sales. And then we had a parcel, which is to a box, an object that you send through the post. Okay, guys, good job. So now that we've seen what those words are, what their meanings are, I want you guys to choose 5 and write them down. 5, okay? We're going to play a different activity now, but you need to choose 5. Doesn't matter which one, just choose them. So I'll give you 2 seconds to think about that and choose your 5 words. By the way, I know the lighting is a little bit strange. I'm having major issues with lightings today, with lights. I don't know why. I think it's maybe the hour change. The light is not coming through my window the same way it used to a weekend ago. So I'm sorry if the light does look a little bit strange. That's the reason why. Okay, guys, so can you let me know in the comment section if you have chosen your words? So you don't need to write them and show me your words, Sheriff. If they're here, that's fine. But I don't need you guys to show me the words. You just need to have chosen your own words, okay? So I'm still going to give you a few seconds, because if you haven't chosen your words, the activity is not going to work. We're going to play bingo! Vocabulary bingo! Okay, so guys, please let me know if you have chosen your words already in the comment section. It's important. I can't start before that. I want to make sure that you guys can participate in the game, so please let me know. Okay, so we have a second person, and Barco, good. Okay, so at least we have 2 of you that are ready to go. Hello, Paolo Enrique. Paolo Enrique, if you want to join this game, you need to choose 5 of the words, and well, not this one, okay? 5 of the words in pink, because we are going to play a game. So you need to hurry up and choose your words quickly. I'll give you 2 seconds. I'm just gonna grab this and erase package, because it's not part of the game. This one is not part of the game, guys, okay? All right, so I have a little cup with the definitions of the words on the board. So I assume that you already guessed what we're going to do when I said we're going to play bingo. I am going to read out definitions one by one. If this definition that I read corresponds to one of the words you have written down, then you can cross it out. The first person to have crossed out all 5 words wins. So the first person to write bingo in the comment section wins. Now, I don't know if you're cheating or not, but don't cheat. It's not fun if you cheat. Let's see who can actually win first. Okay, guys, are you ready? Do you understand what we're doing? Let me know in the comment section if you need me to re-explain what we're doing or if that was clear enough. Okay, are you ready for the game? Paolo, are you ready? Guys? Yes, Coke is ready. Awesome. Okay, guys, let's begin. So I am not cheating either, guys. I'm just randomly taking papers, okay? Whatever floats your boat. Very good, Sheriff. This is an expression that Sheriff learned during this morning's live, yes, on Instagram with Sophie, and yeah, that was one of the expressions. So good job. You've already done your job, your homework. Okay, so the first one is object sent by post. Object sent by post, okay? So again, I'm not saying which word. I am just saying the definition, okay? So just for the first one, can you write down in the comment section which word this corresponds to? Object sent by post. Let me know in the comment section right now. What is this? What does it correspond to? Object sent by post. Yes, good, Embarco. So that was parcel. So whoever had chosen the word parcel should cross it out. Good. Okay, so let's continue. Next one is arrangement to meet someone. Arrangement to meet someone. Okay, so that was the second one. The first one was object sent by post. Now we have, so don't say it, Embarco. Don't say this. Don't say it now, okay? That was just for the first one. Don't give the answer away. Otherwise, some people might win. You don't want other people to win. You want to win. Okay. Hello, Lamuden. That's okay, Embarco. Don't worry. Okay, so that was the second one. Arrangement to meet someone. Let's move on to number 3. Sheriff, don't say it either. Don't say it. Okay, number 3 is person in charge. A person in charge. So don't write down the answer. Just cross it out if you had it, okay? But don't write down the answer. Okay, person in charge. That was number 3. Let's move on to number 4. Okay, yeah, all right. I wrote a very, very simple definition. I couldn't remember. An assembly of people, usually to discuss a specific topic. That's what I wrote. Okay, an assembly of people, usually to discuss a specific topic. Remember, this one is very, very common at work. You all do that, usually. Yeah, guys, don't tell the answers. It's a secret. Okay, so let me just remind you what we're doing. We are playing bingo right now. So you have to choose 5 of those words, write them down. As I read the definition, cross the words out. The first person to have all of their words crossed out wins. Okay, so don't tell the answers anymore, guys. Shh. Okay, so let me just repeat what we've done so far. The first one was object sent by post. Then we have arrangement to meet someone, person in charge, and then an assembly of people with the purpose to discuss something. Good. So let's move on to number 5. So are we going to have a bingo first try? Excessive bureaucracy. Excessive bureaucracy. In this case, I said it's usually associated with paperwork. Associated to, sorry, Spanglish coming out. Associated to, okay? To paperwork. Okay. All right, still no bingos. Ooh, let's continue. Okay, next one. Next definition. Where people usually work. Where people usually work. Okay? Again, don't give the answer. Don't say it. The place where people usually work. Good job. Okay, guys, we have 3 more to go. Who is going to be our first bingo? I wonder. Okay, the action of selling something. The action of selling something. Okay, very good. Still no bingos. Wow, guys. Oh, okay. I feel that everybody has chosen invoice, and it's probably going to be one of the last ones. Okay. Ooh, similar to a bill, like a bill. So what is this one? That's the one I just said. That's the one I just said. Similar to a bill, but usually sent by a company. Okay, Cookie, you have everything? You have bingo? Have you finished already? Well, there's only one left. So obviously, if you haven't, yes, well, good job, Cookie. Well done. Your first bingo. So guys, the last definition I have in mind was obviously an estimate amount of money set for a specific thing or period of time. And that was budget. Budget. Awesome. Good job, guys. All right, so that was our second activity. This, guys, is an activity that you can play at home on your own. You know, for example, if you have kids, this is a fun little activity that you can do to help them review their vocabulary. I'm saying that because you might not want to play that on your own, or your friends might not want to play it. If they do, even better. Lucky you. But it's always something you can play with your kids as well to help them review and memorize new vocabulary. Okay? Awesome. Good job. Yeah, good job, Cookie. Shout out. Big up for Cookie. All right, guys. So let me just clean my board, and we're going to move on to our last activity today. Okay? So if you haven't written down those words yet, you can just watch the lesson again. Ooh, this is not erasing very well. Good? Okay. All right, perfect. So we're moving on to our last activity today. Hello, English to me. Lovely to see you. Okay. So we are going to work on acronyms today. We're going to take a few short words that are related to our topic, of course, which is the world of work. And we are going to use every single letter as if it was the first letter of a new word. So I have an example for each of them, guys. Let me start with, should we use the word boss? Okay. Okay, so we're going to give another meaning to the word boss by turning every single letter into a new word, the beginning of a new word. So start thinking a little bit, guys. While you think, I'm going to write my example, my acronym, what I created with the word boss, okay? So think about it, and let's see who can get the most creative one of all of them. So I went with built on self-success. Built on self-success. That's my example, guys, okay? It can be quite difficult to make those things actually have a meaning. This one kind of works. I'm not gonna lie, I cheated. I got it from online. Bad, very bad. But let's see if you guys can come up with a better one. What can we form with the letters B-O-S-S? Something that it obviously would be better if you could keep it related to the topic. If you can't, that's okay. It's okay. I forgive you. Okay. Sheriff, why don't you try to connect the words together so that it makes a little bit more sense together? Right now, what you're doing is you're just choosing a few random words that start with those letters. But if you look at it, build on self-success kind of works together. It's not a sentence, but it's a group of words that kind of make sense together. So what else can you guys come up with? I know this is a difficult exercise, but if you practice that a lot, it's actually going to help you because you're finding new ways to, come up with what to do with those words. You're forcing words to work together, and that can definitely work to your advantage on the long run. I'm not sure what you're referring to with oik, Sheriff. Okay, guys, any ideas for this one? So I'm going to write a few more. Whenever you have one, just give it to me, okay? So next one, we're going to go with jump. Oh, no, it's job. Jump is my first word, sorry. Okay, so with that, I created the combination jump on board. When you have a job, you gotta jump on board. You join the company. Okay. Okay, be on the successful way. So everybody shout out to you. Okay? Okay, guys, any idea? I know this is challenging. It's okay if you feel a little bit shy. You don't have to do it. You can just do it at home. I'm going to give you a few more again to give you some ideas, but don't worry if you're feeling a little bit shy. This can be quite a tricky exercise, okay? Lost my pink pen. You guys can't see, but I'm literally in a tiny little corner. So everything I do, I have to move like this. Okay, next one. So I have 4 in total. My next one is work. Okay, let me see just how far you can see. Can you see that? Yeah, it's still on the field. So that one is a little bit crazy. Worms. Worms offer real knowledge. Work means worms offer real knowledge. Do you guys know what a worm is? It looks like this. And it's actually pink. And it's in the earth, inside in the ground. I don't know if you guys know, but when you actually hit the ground with stones or something, it vibrates and it gets them to come out. Don't know why I'm mentioning that here, but I thought it was an interesting fact. Okay, so I see we have a few here. Beside on sunshine. Okay, we're getting there. Jump the ropes. No, Sheriff. No, that doesn't work. Okay, job on bar. Okay, why not? Job on bar. Work on and tie the knot. Sheriff, I still don't, I don't understand your examples. I'm sorry. Work. Not could work for knowledge. Work, but it's still the same word though. You have to change it. Okay, I know it's super hard. It's super hard. It's okay. But you know what, Sheriff? I challenge you to come up with a few of those, and if you can, just send them to me on Instagram. Any of you guys during the live right now, you can either write that down in the comment section after the live, but you can also send it to me on Instagram if you want. It is also my little English page, so feel free to do that. You tried to invent something, but it doesn't work, Sheriff. You need to follow the letters. Work on, okay, but then you have tie the. That doesn't work. Okay, let me give you a last one. Let me give you the last one, okay? Ooh, desk. Desk. So I came up with design, education, schools for koalas. Okay, so that's my definition of desk. It's design, education, schools for koalas. I know this is completely crazy. All right, guys. So, like I said, this is challenging, so take your time. You can write in the comment section whatever example you came up with, or you can also just send them to me on social media, or just tag me on Instagram as well. That would work beautifully. So we have finished with today's activities. We have mostly focused on about 10 words. I did it on purpose. I didn't want to go with as much content as last week, because last week we had to, we covered 100 words, the pronunciation of 100 words. So that was a lot. I wanted something a little bit lighter and a little bit more fun today. So hopefully you guys liked it. Okay, guys, so before we go, I just wanted to know if you guys had any questions. Now is the time for you to let me know. Either you'd like to tell me what topic you want for next week, or you do have a specific question. That's fine. Just let me know in the comments right now. Do it. And I will drink tea while you type. It's a bit lukewarm now. Do you know this expression? Lukewarm. That's when it's like, it's kind of warm. It's not a nice warm. It's kind of cold. Lukewarm. Thank you, Sheriff. I'm so glad you like the lessons. I'm so glad you're also always here. I'm starting to see a few of you guys coming back every single week, and I love that. Thank you so much. Ooh, that's a good one, Sheriff. A listening challenge. That's a really good one. Let me write that down in my notebook. Listening challenge. Great. Okay. So some listening activities. I can definitely do that. I love that. Good. Cool. Thank you, Embarco. I'm glad you liked the lesson. Do you have any question before you leave? Anything you'd like me to go over to explain? No, you guys think pretty good? Awesome. Well, that's going to be the end of... Okay, guys. So yeah, listening as well. All right. So I think a lot of you are asking about it. So I think that's what we're going to do next week then. We're probably going to do listening. Yay! Write it down in your calendars. Write it down. Next week is a listening exercise. Okay? Awesome. Yes, it is a very nice mug. It's the My Little English Page mug. You can actually get one if you want. Yes, you can go to Redbubble and get your My Little English Page mug. Okay, guys, so before we leave, just to remind you, so of course there is going to be a live next Thursday at 3 p.m. again. So that one is going to be listening. But as you guys know, I have also created with Barry from Barry Baxter English, we have created Say Oh Yes. It's a teaching platform where we provide speaking classes in small groups. We actually have special offers going on at the moment. So make sure to head over to www.sayohyes.com. I will write it on the board right now so that you can have a look whenever you want. Oh, of course, it's not erasing very well. Wonderful. Let's just write it right in the middle. All right. So we have a lot more coming up as well. We have some courses coming up. We're also posting videos on our YouTube channel, which is Say Oh Yes. And we are going live every week. I'm going live tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow at 12 p.m. my time. So that's GMT +2. We are going to do more vocabulary games. They are different from the ones that we just played. But they're all going to focus on phrasal verbs, formal, informal. So it's going to be a little bit more specific of a topic, I think. Okay? So tomorrow, 12 p.m. Spanish time, live at Say Oh Yes. Okay? We're also posting a new video at Say Oh Yes every Wednesday. In the afternoon as well. So make sure you do subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss anything at all. And like I told you last week, guys, I lost my trail of thought. I completely lost. I was reading the comments and I forgot what I was going to say. I can't remember. If it's important, I'll come back. Okay, so I see we have a few comments here. It's okay, Will, don't worry. You can just rewatch the video. And the good thing is you can actually play the game even if you're just rewatching the video. So that's pretty cool. You like my earrings? Which one? Those ones? Those actually I got for Christmas. This is the flag of England and this is the Union Jack. So the flag of England is part of the Union Jack. Okay. And Barco, we do give private lessons. Yes, we also give private classes, but you have to go through Say Oh Yes. Have a look. You can contact us there, and we can discuss more in detail whatever you're looking for. That's definitely something that we can do. So just head over to Say Oh Yes. Oh yes. Left side. Oh, this side. Yeah, I feel a bit self-conscious because it is a cross, but it's not for religious purposes. It's just I like it that it's dingly like that. But thank you. Yeah, and I actually got a second one not that long ago. My hands are again. I can't use a board. My hands just get too dirty. Yeah, this is a second ring I got done just very recently, about a month ago. So yeah. Thank you. You like my earrings. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us for this lesson. I really hope you had fun and that you learned at least a few words. If not, at least it was a good revision and a way to listen to some English. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a lovely weekend. Yes, Will, it's almost the weekend. Tomorrow is Friday. Don't forget tomorrow's live at Say Oh Yes. Now, see you next week for a listening live. That's going to be a cool one. I'm already thinking about a few good ideas that I have to get you to practice some listening, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely weekend. And, of course, keep on learning. Bye-bye. Mwah. Take care.